It's all you need to know, really, is how to say skål.
Cheers.
And then you're
you
ready
have to say
to go.
thank you, which you say.
Tack?
Yeah.
Which you knew.
Tack.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, that's the most important. I don't remember. I'm just saying, I'm making sure you know.
Oh, thank you.
Let's heat this up.
Have you been forgetting your Swedish?
A little bit. Oh, okay. A little bit. I forget it a little bit, but you know, every time I come back here, it's a little bit rusty, and then after about a week's time, it comes back slowly but surely. But you know, I have my dad. I talk to him on a weekly basis. I have my sister who's now living with me. We have started to keep up the Swedish a little bit better.
But her whole family's here for the premiere. Her father, her cousins, her grandmother.
Grandparents. My whole family lives here, so.
And you're her husband in the movie. Are you nervous of meeting her?
Well, I've met her family. Couldn't be nicer. They all came down to the set when we were filming in Hollywood, and they're just so nice. And for us, we're all really excited to come back here with Malin, because Malin loves this place so much, so we're excited to be here with her.
Is it true? I mean, you have beaches, palm trees, sun, and then you get this.
Well, I tell you what,
you're supposed to support the country. It's beautiful.
Here's what I'll tell you. Where I grew up, it's colder than this, but it's also flat. There's no skiing. There's nothing to do. So this place is, you know, coming from America, the history and the age and of all the architecture and buildings, it is quite lovely. But I will tell you, going to that postcard behind us, right? That island was not a problem.
No.
Beautiful ocean, sunny skies. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But what was the most attractive, the movie or the resort? I mean...
Well, I think the fun of the movie is you take people from a really cold place that would normally never get to go there, and they're the ones that get to go to this beautiful spot.
Yeah. The place was absolutely phenomenal.
And the company was pretty good, too.
Well, yeah, you know, it was all right.
I can sense...
Disrespect.
No, I'm joking. It was fantastic.
And you said that you had hots for Vince.
Everyone's
God, you said something in a magazine, and now it's
and I said, you know what? My friend and I'll be very honest. My friend was absolutely obsessed with Vince, and I was a big fan of his work. And it was awesome because when we first came out to LA. We ended up at the same bar as Vince, and we saw him from a distance, and she had a little freak out, and we were very excited to be, it kind of felt like, okay, we've arrived in Hollywood. But yeah, I've always been a big fan.
But she never said hi. No one said hi.
I know, we were too nervous.
I like that. We were ships
we
in the night.
didn't want to bother,
and now, here we are in Sweden having made this very funny movie together.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
Malin is married. She's a married woman.
Yes, and to a great guy. And you know, I really respect their relationship. She's found a terrific guy. These guys are really best friends.
Yeah.
And you know, I got to tell you, I'm with my fiance, and as we've traveled around, we've really had fun having dinners and drinks. I think we share a lot of similar things in wanting to have fun and to enjoy life and enjoy people and hang out. So it's really been a good time.
Yeah.
So have you ever tried therapy?
I have not.
I have not either.
I think it's okay if people need it. If it works for them, then that's okay. But for me, it's never been my way. But that's the thing that we always learn in life. There's more than one way to the waterfall. So what works for one person doesn't mean it's going to work for someone else, but it's up to the individual to decide. For the sake of this movie, we're sort of having fun at the concept of these extreme physical courses of therapy to solve a relationship. So we're poking fun at it, but in a playful way, I think.
So you married, do you have any tips about relationships?
Yes. Have fun. Marry your best friend. You know, it's got to be someone that you want to be with all the time. It's got to be someone that you feel like you can be yourself with, that you can talk to about anything and everything. And then you also, you have to have a good sense of humor in my books. I want to laugh. I want to have a good time in life.
I think it is a good point, is that you're not going to solve everything, and there's always going to be things that are challenging, and you're not going to agree on everything. But it is important to have fun every now and then. Do something that you both want to do. Life can go by pretty quickly. If you don't stop and look around every now and then and have a laugh, it can be over before you know it.
So there was a nude scene on the beach, and I quote Face in Love, "There wasn't enough material for a sock for me."
Oh!
You can
That's
interpret
what
that
Faison said?
There's no only one way to interpret it, and here's what I'll say to you, sir, with a monsoon of respect. I didn't know that Marlon Brando was showing up that day. Faison decided to go method. Au naturel, as we would say back home. But we did not know this.
We did not know.
He took it upon himself to say, I'm going to commit to this scene.
Yeah, and
I can see why.
And in the end, I think his wife is quite happy with that, with his, his naturality.
Yes,
naturality. I'm making up my own words now, by the way. I like to do that
That's
thing.
a word. Naturality.
So would you drop your clothes for a movie?
It would depend on the part. I have a lot of Irish blood, but I'm okay. I would if it depended on the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly had a few crazy moments where I've done a few things, but it's always, you know, if it has a purpose and a reason, I'm happy to do it as long as it's not gratuitous.
Film,
yeah.
Full frontal.
Although I would do a Playgirl pose. I would do a movie called "Watch This Guy Lay Around and Eat Snacks All Day," where it's me naked eating different desserts. Yeah. So yes, that would be a movie I would love
to see that film.
So tell me about
Watch this guy eat snacks. Hey, rolling.
Tell me about the yoga scene. How hard was it to make?
Well, it was difficult for Carlos, of course, because he said, "Who's going to take me seriously as a professional yoga fitness trainer when you're in the scene, Vince, in the shape that you're in and the upkeep that you do?" And I said,
"So I'm just curious, just a question. If you're in such great shape, why didn't you take your shirt off?"
I did take my shirt off.
You took your shirt off in the yoga scene?
Yes.
Beside Carlos?
No, I did in the earlier scene.
Oh, right, but not beside Carlos.
Because Carlos was intimidated.
Vince wrote a book about health and fitness, and you should buy it. It's good. It's fantastic.
I'm talking to talk about my craft. This gentleman was nervous that the physique I was in would betray that he was a physical athlete. And so I chose to keep my shirt on to protect him.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. That was very thoughtful of you. He's such a thoughtful man.
Skål.
I think that was one of our hardest days. Skål. I think that was one of our hardest days to not laugh.
We had so much fun. Carlos is hilarious, and he did a great job. Not only is he obviously in great shape and physically looks great, but he's a really funny guy, and he did such a good job.
He was awesome.
He did such a good job. Now I give you my karma. This is my karma.
His voice, too, is fantastic.
Boom.
Oh, Jesus. Boom. That was disturbing.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's good. Very nice posture. Yes. Encouragement. So I will transfer you my energy. I will transfer my karma. Here is my karma on you.
Jason!
You have a great aura. Yes.
Jason!
Encouragement. Yes. This is a great way to stretch.
Yeah.
You see? You could do this with your partner at home. Let's ride this energy out.
Yeah.
Yes, this fire has just started, and we will not put it out.
What is he doing?
I don't really know that pose.
This scene came after a yoga class that you had with a girl, right?
Well, I think, everyone's gone. I went like 10 years ago with a girl to a yoga class, and she said to me, it's a very advanced class, it's very spiritual. And I just thought that the yoga guy was, kind of dry humping the ladies. He was getting in poses and he was getting close, and I thought, that's kind of like, I don't care how fancy spiritual you are, that's a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny. I think most people have seen those kind of classes where it can go kind of a line too far, and it was fun for the movie to have these guys go with their wives. They don't know yoga, they're excited, and then all of a sudden it starts to be, well, wait a minute, what is this thing really about?
So how much was improvised in this movie?
I think actually a lot of it was, we did some improv before we actually started shooting. Vince and I and one of the wonderful writers, Dana Fox, sat and had a work session for a few hours. And Vince just said, all right, let's just go through the scenes and let's feel them out and improv a bit and see what happens and if there's anything, that it feels true to you in the scene. And so a lot of it we did improvise and it made it into the script, and we used that on the day. So we would always shoot what we had, and then after we got what we needed, a lot of times there would be some fun improv going on as soon as we got what we actually needed. So it was a lot of collaboration between everyone, and just kind of, which was nice because you don't always get that chance to be part of creating a real character and really connecting with it.